Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about how to upgrade your Windows ADK to 1809 in support of the newer Windows 10 images, and for the how to upgrade that on your primary site server after you've installed 1810. Now, you can install the ADK prior to the upgrade to 1810. Microsoft has released a chart matrix on which version is supported. So I'm going to bring that chart in just a second here, so you can see the history. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring this over. So with this Windows ADK, and depending on the version of Windows 10 that you're going to be supporting and deploying in your environment. So here's the ADK version. So if you're on this configuration manager 1810. So if you have these versions, it's not backward compatible. It's not compatible at all. So I recommend uninstalling that version of the ADK and installing at least 1803 or 1809. So I'm going to go ahead and in this video show you how to upgrade to 1809, the latest and greatest. So with that, let's get started. So here's if you want to just pause the video to get the I'll provide a link to this down in the comment section below, so you can review the information about this particular version of the article regarding the Windows ADK and different versions that are supported. So with that, let's get started. So I have the 1709 version. So the first thing I need to do, I need to uninstall this version of the ADK. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on uninstall. Now I may pause this video a couple of times because it does take some time to uninstall the ADK and then to install it. So, just keep that in mind. Now, once the installation has been complete, I like to go ahead and just restart the system because there's a lot of components that it removed. And then once it's restarted, now this is on my primary site server. It's a quick restart, not going to be an issue. So when this comes back up, I'll go ahead and start the upgrade of the 1809. This is the version I'm going to install on here. Okay, for the now with the 1809 version, Microsoft separated the Windows PE from the ADK, so you'll need to also download that. And so you're going to need to uninstall that after you install the ADK. So I've already downloaded the ADK and the Windows PE add-on. So I've already done that. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and get the ADK. Okay, there's the new ADK. And then there's the PE, Windows PE. So we're going to go ahead and copy both of those. I'm just going to put them here for now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and launch the ADK. Accept the agreement. Now for the basic minimal installation components that you need to select here, you need deployment tools, you need the ICD, so if you want to do any imaging and configuration designer, which I do. Configuration designer, user state migration tools, you don't need this. Windows performance toolkit, you don't need that. So you don't need the other two components. So this is all you basically need, or what's selected here. And then click on install. Now this will take some time to install, so I'm going to pause the video here and I'll be back. Okay, so I had mentioned just a few minutes ago why there's a separate download for the Windows PE. from the starting with Windows 10 version 1809, which is what we're doing today. The Windows PE is released separately from the assessment and deployment kit. To add it, you have to also download this other plugin. After you run the ADK, which is what we're doing right now, then at that point I need to run the Windows PE. So with that, let's get started. So I just want to close this. So now I'm going to go ahead and launch the Windows PE installer, because I've just installed the ADK. Now the reason you want to upgrade the ADK is so that you can stay supported with the current version of Windows 10 for the OS Windows 10 deployment, which we're going to start getting into. And you want to have matching Windows 10 version that's being deployed. And then the new setting in Windows PE or in the unintended XML for the latest Windows 10 build. So let's go ahead and install this Windows PE. Go ahead, because it's up. I don't know. So there goes Windows PE. Install. There you go. All right. Okay, we're still waiting for the Windows PE to finish installing. Now, the reason for this particular change is this change enables post RTM updates to tools in the ADK. So once you install the ADK, then you want to install the Windows PE add-on. Now, this will take a little bit of time. With that, once you've downloaded and you've done the install, as I showed you here, when this finishes, I'll let you know what you need to do next. I remember when we uninstalled the previous ADK, which was 1709. As you can see, this is a version for 1709. So once we update the ADK and this WinPE, we're going to then upgrade the boot images after this. Okay, so it's finished doing the Windows PE. So we're going to go ahead and after we've installed those components, we're going to go ahead and restart the server again. So we're going to do that right now. And then once we're done, we're going to have to go ahead and update the boot images. And I'll show you how to do that when the server is finished restarting. All right, so let's take a look at the all right, so we'll go down to the bottom. And as you can see, you have the Windows ADK and you have the Windows PE. So when you look at the Windows 10 ADK, you now have 10.1.17.763, and then the WinPE is the same version. So there you have it. They're both installed. So now let's go ahead and launch the Config Manager console. And now we're going to go ahead and update the boot images. There we go. So you go into the software library, operating system, boot images. So you can see this is the older version. So now what we're going to need to do is we're going to go ahead and update the distribution points. So we're going to do it on both of these. So let's go ahead and do the update distribution points. We're going to go ahead and reload the boot images. Next. Next. And this will take a little bit of time. So I'm going to pause and I'm going to do the same thing with the 32-bit version. Alright, so it's finished with the 64-bit version. So now I'm going to do the same thing with the 86-inch boot image. So right click, go update distribution points. And then you reload. Click on reload the boot image with current WinPE version. And you go next, next. And then again, it could, depending on how many, how big. Yeah, as you can see here, the 64-bit was already done. And you can see there's the OS version and the client version, and here's the old one. This is still currently being updated, so this will eventually match that once it's done. Alright, so the 32-bit version is now complete, and as you can see, there's a current version for the 1809, and that's how you upgrade your primary site server with the newest ADK. The 1809 support the 1809 Windows 10 operating image deployment, and that's all you got to do. And that's basically it. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. We're going to start doing some Windows 10 imaging next week, so stay tuned for that. Again, thanks for watching and have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.